I want to talk to you about something that I feel very passionate about because of how it's impacted me in my business life. And that's working with other people, working with partners, and making sure that you cover your tail. I had two students call me up just this past week, where they were telling me scenarios about their involvement with another person. Now, in one particular case, it happened to be another owner forum member. So it was two owner forum members trying to create a sort of partnership in a deal. And then another scenario was an owner forum member who met another person at another guru's boot camp. They became partners, and they were trying to get into a third person's deal as general partners, and the guy who controlled the deal was offering different things to them. And all I have to do in situations like that is just ask the most basic probing questions. First of which is, do you have anything in writing? Like, how do you know this guy? What's his involvement? What is he expecting of you? What are you going to get for that he's told you you're going to get? And they have nothing. No, we just talked about it, but he's a good guy, and I really like him, and I trust him, and okay, that's not how this whole thing works. You need to get these things in writing, and I'll tell you right now, it takes the most basic document to make this happen, and the easiest document to use is what's called a Memorandum of Understanding. And it's just a simple, can be 1 page, 2 pages, doesn't have to be anything lengthy, but it basically lays out who the parties are, why they're coming together, what they're trying to achieve, and do it under these circumstances. And so I started thinking to myself, I see this more than I want to. And I see students getting themselves into trouble that, oh, well, he said he was going to do that. Well, yeah, it turns out that he, people at the closing table have very short memories. Now, a memorandum of understanding is not, it can be binding. It doesn't have to be binding, but it's basically a memorialization of the conversation that you had. So everybody's on the same page. And it really shows people that, hey, you know what? If I'm not able to agree with this guy now at this stage, it's not going to get any easier later on. So what I'm doing and what I'm in the process of doing is putting together an online form. And I'm going to start off with owner forum members, where you're going to see a product in the product library. It's going to be called a Memorandum of Understanding. You're just going to click on it. I'll have a little video of me teaching you what I want you to do. You fill in the blanks. You click on the hyperlink. It takes you to a form. You fill in the blanks. You set up a time with me to talk. And then we go through it, and I'll put together the Memorandum of Understanding for you so that you guys have something to work with. And I think that'll really make you, it'll protect you, and it'll make your business look, thanks, Richard. It'll make your business look like you know what you're talking about. When you show up to this guy with a legally drafted MOU is what we call them, an MOU that has all the terms and conditions of what you all agreed to. And I can tell you, there was, one of these students, what this guy was offering was illegal. You couldn't get past go. And the last thing you ever want to do, take this to the bank, is enter into a contract that on day one you are in breach of.